All right, how's it going? KCB3 here with some more gaming news. Really quickly, we're dealing with The Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us is a very brilliant game, a very amazing game. It's getting talks of the best game of this generation. It was Game of the Year nominee. It was Game of the Year nominee before the game even came out. That's how big this game was, and it's very unique, very special in so many ways, and just pressure, rough air. So, dealing with a sequel. Now, this is a big question for everybody. Dealing with a sequel. To me, how they gonna do the sequel? How they gonna pull it off? Actually, if they, plan on doing the sequel, which I see them somehow might do. Do dealing with how they did with the Jack and Daxter games and Uncharted. So pretty much the cast of the Naughty Dog had another interview, and it was mostly on an article talking about the story of Ellie and Joe. Ellie and Joe is pretty much the main two characters in the game. Everything revolves around them, pretty much. Their storyline, how they change up and everything like that, how they stick together. At the end of this game, it's pretty much a big cliffhanger, showing that they can have a sequel to this game. It may not, but to be honest, I think it's gonna have a sequel to this game. As of right now, they're not talking about doing a sequel. If they're gonna do something in a sequel, one of the people from the cast said that it's gonna have to be something completely different. They don't want to redo the same stuff, and I agree with them. The Last of Us is an amazing game, and how they gonna top that off? They don't really want to repeat a whole bunch of stuff. So if they don't have a very great ideas, everything brand new, strip bottom, something completely different experience, they don't really want to do a sequel. Now, dealing with Ellie and Joe, that last cliffhanger, there are three DLCs that's coming out in the near future. To be honest, I think it's three. Two of those DLCs, to me personally, is going to deal with the Last of Us single player. Ellie and Joe. Right now, two of the two of my favorite characters of right now in gaming. And there's only been one game, but how they interact is so interesting. Now, two DLCs can actually deal with their story and how they expand on with dealing with the fireflies and such. Because if Naughty Dog said if they're going to plan on doing another Last of Us, they're not going to use Ellie and Joe. They're going to leave them alone. So, and the DLC in the single player is going to be mostly Ellie and Joe's story, talking more about the surroundings of surviving and more details, more things. So pretty much get to know more about the character and mostly the Last of Us, more Last of Us stuff. You know, when the Last of Us was talking about when they first announced the three DLCs for $20 for season pass, I'm like, okay, it's pretty cool. Now that big cliffhanger wants me to get the Last of Us DLC. So pretty much there's three DLCs coming out. Two will actually deal with single player. I think one might deal with multiplayer. Multiplayer right now is very amazing. Something they actually delayed to actually take time doing it. Also take time doing the little Ellie page. Ellie in the game, doing the redesigning and stuff like that. But that's a different story. So I hope they actually add some stuff on the multiplayer. That would be pretty cool. Probably some more modes, some more weapons, new maps, things like that. It'd be a cool experience. The Last of Us is something very special, and if they do a sequel, it's going to be completely different with different characters and everything like that. I agree with them. If they have something very special and very unique in mind, very different, they're going to do it. They don't want to do a whole repeat stuff, which I totally, I like and admire. So thanks to Naughty Dog for that. So pretty much all to say, like, comment, subscribe. The Last of Us, Ellie and Joe, their story will be continuing in the single player DLC. And we might get some multiplayer DLC. More maps, more loadouts, more costumes, stuff like that, which is very great. Last of Us didn't really need multiplayer didn't really need multiplayer for this game, but good thing they did because it's so addicting and I've been hooked on it for a long time. KSB3, like, comment, subscribe. As always, everybody, have a wonderful day.